Hey, good morning, Beartooth Bears. Happy Thursday to you. Man, I am so excited for tomorrow, International Talk Like a Pirate Day. We always celebrate this day, and it's so much fun. The teachers do an amazing job of not just decorating their classroom, but then also coming up with these awesome pirate lessons for you guys. So tomorrow, make sure to dress up, come in your pirate garb. It's going to be an awesome day. Can't wait for it. So anyways, today's manner is a really, really simple one. And it's one you can do all over town, any point in time and day when you go somewhere and you're out with people. It's hold the door open for others. And I know at school we oftentimes designate line leaders and door holders and things like that. But here's the thing. There are a couple different ways to hold the door open. The first one is, and these are all like if you're inside, going outside. You can go and you can push the door open and then turn around and stand with your back against it. That's usually what I do when you come in and I'm greeting you in the morning, is I stand with my back against the door just to hold it and let everybody in that way. That way you know I've got it blocked. It's not going to close on you. Easy to walk in and out of. The second way is you push the door open and you actually go stand behind the door holding it. Now, that's a great way to do it if there's quite a few people coming in kind of a thing and you're going to let them all in. It's also a great way to do it if people are coming out, because that way you're not standing in the doorway kind of itself, and it almost puts you a little bit in the way sometimes when you do that. You all notice probably as you come through the door, you kind of almost have to go around me a little bit sometimes. So it puts you a little bit more out of the way. The hard part is if people are actually coming out and going the same direction you did when you went out, they don't always see you back there holding the door. So they're kind of a little bit cautious, almost like, ooh, is the door going to close on me? So it's good if people know that you're out there doing that, but sometimes it's a little bit hard. So sometimes it's good too. And I see some of you do this, where you put your hands on the sides of the door and you kind of peek around to watch and see how many people are coming out. That way they see you. I don't expect you to do that. I would just walk behind and hold it. And then once nobody comes for a minute, then I would probably peek around and be like, okay, that's everybody in our line, and let the door close. The last way to do this is one that I don't see kids do very often, and I don't see, honestly, even a whole lot of adults do this everywhere I go. But the last way to do it is you push the door open, you slide your arm along the door until your arm is almost fully extended, and you're looking back at the person behind you, kind of signaling to them with your body language, with your eye contact, and just your hand sliding across the door that, hey, you better get next. And then the next person coming out should put their hand on the door or hands on the door. And that way then you know, as the person that's over here, that you can let go of the door. And that next person does the same thing. They slide their arms along the door and look back at the person behind them. And that person grabs it. And then that person slides their hand and looks behind them, that person. And it continues like a big chain link all the way down. And so I like that way of holding the door open. That way everybody gets out in the same order. Everybody gets out at the same time. And one person's not just standing there. That is up to you, though. You have the choice of which way to do it. But you need to cue in as a person going out the door. Is that person holding the door for the entire time? Or are they just holding it like for the next person? And you got to really watch for that. And teachers, maybe you can work through that on your first time going out to recess today or doing something like that, and really teach the kids and have them watch like how that looks. Because I don't see that happen very much at school. It's a great way to do it when you're leaving for the day. It's a great way to do it when you're going out for recesses and things like that. But again, it is up to you as the person that's at the door if you want to stay there and hold it, or if you want to go. But again, you're still holding the door for the next person. And that's the manner, is hold the door open for others. And then the next person can take over, the next person can take over. And I love it when you just hold the door open for the whole class. It just sends a positive message, and I love to see it. So keep on doing that manner, because you do a wonderful job, and maybe work on that third and final way of holding the door open for others. I really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow, mateys. Ha ha.